Go Sirens, Lizzie D with Krista, and our special guest, Sal the Slab Guy from the Codex.
Woo!
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you.
we are
Thank you for having
so
me on.
happy to have you, and thank you
Yes.
for rescheduling with us so quickly.
Yes. No problem.
No, yeah, we are tickled to death to have you. And let's see, tonight, besides our comic reviews, weekly for March 11th,
Yes.
last Wednesday, 2026, we are going to talk to Sal about some slabs, his favorite female character, writer, and artist. Uh,
Scared.
and what he thinks of Mary Jane as Venom. And
Okay.
he's going to let us know kind of, well, you probably already know, Krista, what's going on in Amazing Spider Man and Venom. I
Hmm.
only know what's going on in Black Cat. So, they're tied together now. So I'm hoping to learn something.
Yes.
And then whatever else comes up to talk about. Sal has been graciously in the pre-show, which I don't show live like Codex does yet. He was showing us how to do some things on our restream platform that we haven't been able to do before. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And everybody, so here we go. Sal, you are our guest. So we would like you to go first.
Okay. What would you like to know? What the weekly
And
stuff?
you and the big one. Hold on, let me get you back here. All right, how do I do it? So you
Okay.
oh,
Just click and drag.
there we
Just
go.
click and drag.
There
Oh,
you
Yay!
go. Hey,
hi there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Liz and Krista, for having
you're
me on. I really
welcome.
appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's always fun to be on a talking comics. All right. This week I have a pretty good pool, and then I picked up 3 back issues, which I'll show as well.
Okay.
So first off, we've got the Action Comics facsimile with Brainiac
Oh
and the
yes,
and the
Brainiac.
booty shorts.
Uh,
Booty shorts.
Pink. I love
Boot,
Gotta
the
love
booty
them.
I
shorts.
love the light pink.
Booty shorts. Actually, you know what? Brainiac happens to be one of those villains that I think is underrated or not appreciated. I kind of
Mm.
like want to see more of him in books. So hopefully we get a good arc with him. Soon or soonish. I would like to see more of that. Uh,
Absolutely.
okay, we got Green Lantern Corps number 14.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
really nice cover.
Oh, yep. It's oops, Guy Gardner's now all sight or something like that. It's kind of dumb. I don't like it. I hope they change. I hope they go back to him. Being the can I swear? Can I swear here?
Yes. Well, I mean,
The
we're
asshole jerk
trying
that
not
he
to drop
usually is.
F-bombs, but I do have
Yeah.
it listed as not for children. So
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Because Guy Gardner's personality. He's an asshole jerk type of
he
guy.
really is.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
he
shtick.
is. I'm a John Stewart
I
fan
love
Me
John.
person.
too.
I love
If
John
I have
Stewart
to
fan
choose,
too.
I want John. I
Oh,
want John Stewart.
I got a wicked variant of John Stewart on one of the uh, Green Lantern, just the Green Lantern series. It's kind of like really dark, and all you see is kind of like a silhouette of his body and a little bit of the costume, and you see the green eyes glowing. Really badass.
Oh,
Love that cover.
one of my favorite Catwoman covers is
Eh.
the one where she's got an entire bag full of Green Lantern rings, and
Oh yeah.
it's all her face is all lit up in the green color. She's got
Nice.
this grin on her face, and it's just a close up of her face and the rings.
Shinies.
Yeah, I think it's an Adam Hughes too. It's
Oh, Adam Hughes is
amazing.
awesome. Yeah, he
Yeah,
draws her
it's
very well.
amazing.
Yep. All right. So next up is the Absolute Green Lantern, number 12. This is
Oh, I've
this is
heard
a
good
good
things
story.
about
It's a good
that.
book. Yep, it's good. I have not read these yet. I picked them up Friday afternoon, I think. Yeah, and I
Okay,
haven't read them all, so that one I have not read yet.
okay,
I picked up this Imperial Guardians number 1, only
okay.
to find out it's been canceled and there's only going to be 5 issues.
Yep.
Oh.
So I don't know. I kind of picked it up because I was like, I just need something a little different to read, and because I have
Well,
so much
get
time to
the
read
5
books.
issues, and if it's good, it'll be worth something later.
Yeah, definitely. Magic and Colossus number 2. This is the variant cover of Colossus.
Oh, I need to
Uh,
read Magic number 10.
oh
I
yeah,
think it was the last one in her run from
yeah.
last year.
Yep, I think I have that. Yeah, yeah. But anyhow, yeah, Magic's a good character too. I got Jessica Jones, Alias, This is
I
the red.
loved that. I love that cover.
This is the red band
We'll
edition.
talk about that later, but I loved this issue. It
Me
Okay, I
was
too.
have not read this
so
yet.
good.
This is Typhoid Mary, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
All right, cool. Can't wait to read that. I read this one, Hulk Smash Everything.
It's a great cover too.
It's a great cover. The story's whatever, but it's it deals with the world busting Hulk, that type of situation. So we'll see that. Here we go. Venom number 255, part 3 of the Spiral story, which is actually really good.
Okay.
I'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is Dungeons and Dragons number 2 because I'm a D&D nerd.
Me too.
I want to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons so bad.
So what's really funny is I asked my daughter if she wanted to play, and she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, I know she's 12 years old. She doesn't have all the best attention span types. I really get into the nitty gritty of the plus minuses, the dual classing, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I created a watered down version where you're just this type of character that you want to be, and I gave her simple dungeons to go through, and either fight or negotiate her way out of stuff, and it was fun. My wife had no clue what she was doing. She was just there as participating. God love her, but she was just participating because she wanted to play along, but she had no clue, and all she was rolling was ones every time. So
Oh no.
the funny story was this: is I was like, there's a chest, and I'm like, there's a chest, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna open it, and I'm like, you might want to look at it. It's kind of questionable, and she's like, oh, what do I do? I said, you say you want to inspect the chest. She goes, oh, okay, I'll inspect the chest for traps, and I'm like, good. Roll a dice, and I just have her roll random dice. If it was high, I'm like, oh, you figure out there's nothing wrong with the chest. If it was low, I'd be like, yeah, you don't think anything, you're not sure, or whatever like that. So my wife would roll a 1. And and she would go. I would go something like this. You roll the 1, I'd be like, "Oh, it's just a chest. It's just a chest. Chest. That type of thing." It was just really funny the way it was. And my daughter would roll an 18, and I'm like, that chest is loaded with lots of poison traps. You might want to not touch that one. So my wife's just like, great, that type of thing. So it was a funny story. I guess it was funnier in person, but
no,
it's
the
great.
great thing is that it is so wonderful and it's so good for the family to game together.
Right.
My family, we used to Scrabble, Life, Clue. There was at least
we do Monopoly.
2 times
We do
a month
Monopoly.
that we would have a family game night when I was growing up. So I think that's very important to establish good family dynamics. So good for and getting her into D&D early. You gotta that.
Yeah.
And also you can express your imagination, so it's also really good for that to kind of build, and it's very good for writing and stuff.
Yeah, I like it too for problem solving. I put a trap that that the acid river would start to bubble up as you didn't hit the right combination on the wall, and then as soon as you did, the trap door would come down and shut off the acid river so that you could cross. So there's a lot of good problem solving in that too. That's what I remember from D&D was problem solving and interaction. So yeah, but definitely, of course, I agree with the imagination part as well. All right, so I picked up. Dork.
Yes.
All Dork. So I don't know. I missed number 1, so I'm not going to read this till I find number 1.
It's so nice to know that I'm not the only person who's like that.
Yeah. Yep. And then I saw this one. It's called The Other Half. It's number 1. It's by who's this by?
Hunn, right? Isn't it?
It's Ignition.
Ignition. That's it.
Joe Isma. Okay.
Yep. And
Ignition has been hitting it out of the park.
They have.
Since they
opened. So, have you read this one yet?
I read it. I love it.
Okay.
I have not.
It was my top pick of the week.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good.
I really liked it a lot.
I read the back here about the the highlights of the story. It seemed kind of interesting, so I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
All right. So those of you that have nightmare issues, you might want to close your eyes because we've got killer clowns.
Dun, dun, dun.
Monsters from Mark Spears, number 9.
Oh my
Killer
gosh.
Clown.
Yeah.
Got this guy with the rolling pin. I mean,
Oh
come
my
on.
gosh. He kind of looks like Twisty from American Horror Story.
Right, right.
Kind of with like the
Yeah,
kind of
a little bit, just a little.
So gotta have that.
that
Yeah.
very like
Oh, I could
gritty
not have that in
clown.
my house.
All right. So the next book I got here. So Thundar the Barbarian. I grew up on that cartoon.
I did
They had
too.
they had Blind Bag come out for issue number 1 this week instead of
Mhm.
last time. Well, last week where it was for or last month for the number 1 issue. So I picked up 3 bags, and the first one I got was this one
Ooh,
with the
that's
Virgin cover.
nice. Oh, and that's a Penozin. That's
Yes.
nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, Panosium.
Yeah,
Yep.
like that. That's real. Oh, that's like right out of the cartoon.
Yep. Oh yeah. So then the second blind bag was the trade dress of that,
Okay,
which is cool.
it's nice to
And
have
then the
both.
Yep. And then the last one I got was a shiny foily goodness.
Ooh,
You know how I like foils.
I like
I
that
love
one.
foil.
I love
Yeah.
foils. Foils are great.
How do you
Oh.
keep your fingerprints off of them?
Microfiber towel. It's easy.
Okay, so
one
you
here.
just wipe them down when you're done.
Absolutely. Just grab one of these guys and you wipe
Yeah.
it down. And
Okay, I've been using the glass that I clean my glasses with,
yeah,
and then I'm literally holding it with 2 of them in my hand.
it's hard not to put fingerprints on it, trying to get it into the bag. I know. I made the mistake once of not cleaning one off before sending it to slab. It was a Batman foil. It looked really kick-ass. And it came back like a 9.6. And it said fingerprints. And I'm like,
Oh, come on.
Oh man.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that was the only thing wrong with that book. Fingerprints.
Mhm.
I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
So for my back issues that I picked up, that's all my from last week. My
Okay.
back issues I picked up. We got Venom number 27 variant.
Ooh.
This is after Black Widow picked up the one of the symbionts. Okay.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
That
it is.
is amazing.
And that-
Who did
That was a good story. You know what? I'm not sure who did this one. I would have to look it up. I'm sorry. I don't even
No,
have, I
no
don't even have it entered in yet.
Oh, you're good.
You're
Okay.
fine. You're fine.
Um,
I was just curious.
Look it up. I'll look it up. So
Yeah, it's
this
nice.
little side story of the Venom symbiote with Black Widow,
Mhm.
amazing, really good, really good. And I'll give you one
Mm.
little highlight.
Something
When she
to
was
check out.
bonding with it, of course, it didn't know really anything but like violence. You know, it
Mhm.
didn't really know how to fight. And then on top of that, it didn't know espionage and spy stuff. So she went through training exercises in her head with the symbiote. You know, this is what you do in this situation. This is what you do in this situation. This way, and ran those situations or ran those simulations in her head over and over and over again until the symbiote became up to speed to where she was at espionage and spy stuff. which
Okay, I
was
might
really
have to
cool.
go check out that
Yeah,
story.
That was really cool. That was really cool. All right, so my next variant is this is Ultimate Spider-Man number 6.
Oh ho ho.
Little Mary Jane action.
Oh,
That is awesome.
hmm
that is really
That's a good
cool.
one.
And my last back issue pickup is this monster, the Treasury size Astonishing Spider-Man.
Did that come out in the 70s?
Yes, it did.
I remember when that came out. I had
Yep.
that.
hmm
I had that when I was a kid.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And there you go. That's all
Yeah.
my stuff.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. Thank you.
That's amazing. All right, Krista, am I going next or you?
You go next.
Okay.
All right, so you just drag me over to you, and the
Yep.
screens will flip.
And we go boop.
It's magic.
All right.
Oh,
Oh.
hello. I'm not done
Hello.
yet.
Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. I'm learning this, guys. Bear with me. All right. I had a little bit of a haul.
Okay.
For me anyway. I'm gonna start with DC as I usually do. Absolute Batman. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Poison
Got that
Ivy
too.
there on the cover. Barbara Gordon on the
Yep.
cover.
Yep.
And Court of Owls.
I love the Court of
Spoiler
Owls.
alert for anybody
One
who
of my
has
favorite
read it.
stories.
Mama is a member of the court, and I loved that. I just love what they're doing with Martha in
Yes.
this universe. I just love it. I love that Babs, that Jim Gordon is the mayor and Babs is the cop. Love
Yeah.
that too. So this was a really great issue. I've been saying it all along. It's probably it's in my opinion, in the top 3 things that DC's putting out right now.
Agreed. And that tease at the end.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, I don't even know what to make of that. Like, is that good or bad?
Did you read it, Sal?
Have you read it?
I remember getting it. I don't know if I remember the tease though. So
Okay.
I'll go relook.
It was.
Relook it up.
It was. I'm not going to totally spoil it for everybody, but Alfred got new orders.
Oh, okay.
And he wasn't sure what to do about this. Still not sure what to do about it. And
okay, all right.
Harley showed up to help him make a decision, and that's where they left it.
Yes.
That's where they left it.
Now.
So
I'm
yeah,
sure.
I'm
not sure if that's good or bad.
really
Exactly.
looking forward to.
So I'll say this: I love the story. I think the story's really been good. You know, I'm not a fan of the art. The art is kind of hard to me.
I have to agree with you. There was a guest artist this month, and I really didn't like the art this month. I found it very
almost detracting from the story.
Not detracting from the story. I found it juvenile, for lack of a better term.
Yeah,
like, it really to me felt like very unpolished, messy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to agree with you there. I'm loving the covers. Like, I really like what they're doing on the covers, but the interiors have been up and down. There's been some that I've really enjoyed, and then there's been others that have just really kind of fallen flat.
Yeah, and then it's just kind of stuff like this where it just looks a little unfinished.
Yes. Exactly, Krista.
Yep.
Exactly.
Get it.
Yeah. So, but I'm really looking forward to seeing where the Absolute Universe is going. Really. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Catwoman's 6-issue run. I'm looking forward to Green Arrow's run.
I'm so excited for Green Arrow.
Yeah, yes. I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to connect them all again, because they are going to connect them all again.
Yes.
I think, so they've got me hooked. They've definitely got me hooked on the universe. I am not reading all of them, though. I'm only reading Batman and Wonder Woman right now. And then, of course, I'll be reading Catwoman and probably Green Arrow. So
that's fair.
So this was a new start to a new arc.
Oh yeah, Emperor
Aquaman.
So I really enjoyed this. I got hooked on this because Jim Timms did a cover on 13 that was just wow. It was just this amazing mermaid. And I read the issue because it had Mira and this mermaid on the cover fighting on the A cover, and it got the A cover and the mermaid the B cover, and the story was so good. It was continuing in 14 because it was what was going on in Atlantis while Aquaman was off fighting the KO fights, and the story was it just grabbed me. And so I got 13, and then I got 14, and then it was like, oh, well, it's still going to continue, and it's a new arc is starting, but it's still concerning all the stuff with Mira's mother and Andy from the future, and I decided to keep reading it and put it on my subscription list. I also got the March Mira and Aquaman variant.
Such a gorgeous cover.
Isn't that gorgeous? Yes. This was the only one that you had left on the shelf when I got there.
I believe it. I believe it.
I was there relatively early because I had to go, deal with my mama. So
you got to get to the store quick if you want those covers.
I try to get there as close to 11 as I can, because I'm always like, oh my God, if it's not there, I'm gonna be like so upset.
I missed that Emperor Aquaman. It wasn't even on our shelf by the time, but I got to my store on Friday afternoon, so it was gone.
It went pretty quick.
I could believe that because just those few people that go in that the employees and the owners and the few other affiliates that kind of work, like Kent, who kind of, work their little, because he's kind of connected with Comic Logic with his grading and cleaning and everything. And, they go in a little early, but just that group will go through some variants. I can believe Gary Styles.
To be clear, we do make sure that there is still like covers for people.
Oh no, absolutely.
We do have some people who have early access, but that's not.
No, I didn't mean it like that at all, people. They always have.
Just to be clear,
I don't mean it like that at all. Always correcting myself. I have never not been able to get one that I wanted.
Yeah,
never. I just am always surprised how many people are there in that first half an hour. That's really what I'm talking about.
We have people who pull up at the same time I do and just sit in the parking lot. I get there an hour before we open. We have people who pull up when I do and then just sit idly in their car.
I was going to say,
good time to have breakfast.
I should reiterate that I had a family emergency this past week. And Rob was incredibly gracious to allow me to come in early this past Wednesday. And I try not to abuse that, right? He's really good about that if you have an emergency, and I really try not to abuse that. But I'm one of those people that are getting there between 10 and 11 so I can sit and wait, but it's amazing how many people are in. That's what I meant. How many people are in the store that first half an hour that you guys are open, and what
a lot of comic book people in the area. It's a great community, and a lot of people want those covers.
Yes, I have come in.
I'm one of them, and I work there.
Yeah, I come in late, like if my shot's at an off time, and that 1 week a month, and that I get my shot on a Wednesday, and I'll come in like at 1.
Yeah,
and if that's when I have to tell you. I watch the video, and I'm like, can you please make sure these are in my box?
Dude, 2 weeks ago when I was sick, I literally had to text the store and I was like, hey, can you make sure these are in my box before you open?
Absolutely.
I'm like, because I'm not there to pull anything.
Yeah.
So I do the same. We all do it.
The point to the conversation is people are on top of these variants.
Yeah.
Right? They know what they want. They're coming into the stores. They're buying these variants. So I'm glad for that. As we know from when you guys on Codex do your variant insanity on Wednesday nights, right?
Yes.
So that was the point to the thing, is people like buying the variant. So when you want a variant, you're like,
I'm one of them.
I am too. You're right there. As soon as your comic store opens on Wednesday, my whole family teases me about it. Then I'm like out the door at 10:20 at the latest on a Wednesday.
Hey man, you got priorities.
Absolutely. Speaking of variants, I did get the A cover of the Harley and Ivy issue number 4. So this is about 3/4 of the way through. There's 2 more issues in this series, but I had to get the lyrics.
That's
somebody knew that and made sure that
so
it
good
was in my box. Yep. And I got I got all of those, so I'm really happy about that, because I like to do that too. I like to, if I'm collecting an artist in a run, I like to get them all.
Yeah.
So my wallet hates that, but
shut up, wallet. You're fine.
Next is, of course, we're going to talk about later, Gotham Sirens Love Hurts issue 2, which was phenomenal.
Good.
We'll talk about that later. I also, just like last month, I got the Chew. So this time he did Poison Ivy.
Nice.
So gorgeous. I
really like that Poison Ivy. And then I also got the Tula Lote, the connecting cover, because I'm going to frame the connecting cover. Doesn't she, I know it's Harley, doesn't she remind you of Kate Winslet from Titanic?
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
In the robe, like right after she had her picture painted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
just
I love having that image. Yeah.
To me, even in the face a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very different rendering of Harley, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like the pink hair, and
I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but it's growing on me for sure.
I really
It's
like
very
how
fun,
Babs
cute.
is drawing it
It's
on the
very
inside.
punky. I'm
Big
loving
I love the
that.
big ponytails. So I'm okay with it as long as because if you've noticing, she's putting a blue highlight around, so you're getting a little bit of the pink and blue.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Yeah. Moving on to Marvel, and we're going to talk about these later as well with Sal. But I had Black Hat #8, which is another MJ with a symbiote cover, and I really like how her face is, and it was really great because MJ is still trying to figure out 100% the symbiote, right?
Yeah, right.
And they're trying to get away, and they can't get away. And there's this instance where Mary Jane has to shift into the symbiote and leap over this building holding Black Cat. And it's, let me see if I can pull the page. It's just quite comical. And she's like, yeah, I think we're gonna have to jump. And he's like, I don't know. And they're just like, why couldn't we make that? I'm trying to see if oh, here it is. So it's not, I don't know. It's just like he picks her up and he
Yeah.
So, and it's been fun. I really am enjoying Black Cat. And we're going to talk more about MJ as Venom a little bit later in the show. I also got the Jessica Jones Alias. I got the A cover.
Okay.
I've actually opened the red bag, but I always put it back in the bag and store it when you get the red band. And
So good.
I think you put this in my box. I'm not sure if it was you that filled out the boxes or not. They gave me the Lucino
that's
monster
pretty
cover,
wicked.
and I would not have normally pulled this on my own, but the more I looked at it as I was walking around with my stack in the store with my stack in my hand, and I was like, no, I do kind of want it, and I'm kind of glad I got it because the look on her face.
Yeah.
Look
I know, it's so good.
Crazy.
Yeah, I really was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm really glad I got it.
So Liz,
a little bit.
So Liz, you got some members in the chat there.
Oh, yes. Oh,
this is
yes.
Sonny, the writer is Sonny Kruger, our own podcast guy.
Sonny.
And Richard Westfall is our guy, always into our, he's always in our channel too. So guys, I'm just sharing this Lizzie's channel to our channel. So
Sal was so sweet to also broadcast on Codex. So hi guys. I'm still a little behind on getting the comments up, so bear with me. But yeah, I'm great to see you guys here. Welcome. Sonny, I missed your show on Wednesday, and I'm kind of bummed about that. Well, I saw part of it, but I really missed the show Saturday, and I'm bummed about that because it looked like it was really fun.
Yeah, it was a crazy night for sure.
This is the only comic I haven't read yet from Marvel. Because I want to read the Rogue Storm 3 shot from Age of Revelations. And I actually am going to be reading that probably tomorrow. And then I've already read Rogue, but I'm probably going to go back and read the first 2 issues of Rogue. And then I'm going to read 1 and 2 of Storm, hoping that I understand them both a little bit better because I was very confused at the beginning of both of them.
Yeah.
And I had read the last 2 things of Rogue and Storm, the separate ones that, Rogue and the Savage Land. And then I got the 10-issue Storm run, or 12-issue Storm run. So I thought, I'd be able to just pick them up, but apparently things happened in Age of Revelation.
A lot of things happened in Revelation, which I still don't even understand.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now.
Nobody does.
Actually talked about it in the store, and she was like, just read it, the 3 shot, then you'll understand the Rogue series better and the Storm series better. And fortunately for me, I'd already had one, and Comic Logic had 2 and 3, so I was able to just get them, and they're on my pile of. I have
To be
one
read.
comic in front of it, so but I'm looking forward to catching up and reading. And I only got the A cover this month. I got the Betty and Me facsimile
Oh
because
gosh.
Archie and Betty and Veronica are my guilty pleasure because
That's all right.
I'm like
Nothing wrong with
Matthew
that.
McConaughey, where Archie and Betty and Veronica. I get older and they just stay the same age. I love that he's still in high school and he still can't decide between Betty and Veronica.
Oh,
I,
make up your
know,
mind, man.
it's
Come on,
something
choose one already.
it takes me back to my childhood, you know.
That's nice.
The final issue of Marian Heretic, and Teenie Howard really knocked it out of the park for this. If you like witchcraft, if you like religious imagery and a little bit of supernatural and a little bit of the Inquisition all thrown into one, this is the comic for you.
Nice.
If you read the Magdalena in the 90s, which was like an offshoot of the Darkness, it's very similar to the Magdalena. And I will practically read anything Teenie Howard writes. I just think she's right up there, and she's in my top 5 writers for sure.
I'm gonna
and
check
I
that out.
enjoyed
That sounds
the
interesting.
story. I thought it was really great. It was a love story. It was you know, the little guy beats the big, you know, the church. It had lots of, you know, religious freedom won over oppression. It had a little bit of everything.
Right.
It was really good. And then last of the comics that I got was Witchblade 19. With appearance of, after this was the second appearance, she was also in 18, Aphrodite 9, who was a comic that I also collected in the 90s. And I'm kind of hoping they bring her back.
Okay.
Like they might give her, Image might bring her back and give her back her own title. She's an assassin that's an android, sort of.
That's cool.
She's also an alien. Yeah, she's just amazing. Aphrodite X9, excuse me, is really cool, and she crossed with Witchblade and killed Witchblade, but then of course she resurrected because she's Witchblade. And yeah, it's really good. They left it open so that Aphrodite can come back again. So I'm probably going to see her again in 20. But it's really great to see Image pulling out these characters from the 90s that have been out off the shelves for a while, right? You know, like some they've kept, you know, like Witchblade has been basically off and on, you know, since it premiered in the 90s. It's been in some way, shape, or form been being printed. But you know, then now they've brought the Darkness back. And like I said, you know, showing Aphrodite 9, and I would love it if they'd bring the Ascension back too. Oh, that would be they were like this group of fallen angels that kind of were in charge of the earth, and some of them were super cool, you know, nice, and some weren't so nice, and they always conflicted over what was good for the earth and what was good for them. And if those two things didn't align, then, you know, the typical political infighting, but then they always have to get together to kick some bigger batter. You know. Last but not least, I got the New 52 Catwoman New 52 Omnibus.
There you go.
I'm one of the few people who didn't mind the changes that were made to Catwoman and her backstory and all that in the New 52. Maybe because the very first issue of the New 52 was her Batman getting it on the roof. Yeah, for me, you want to know October right there. Opening page.
Like, I'm sold.
They're half naked, masks on, but no other parts of their costumes not on, and they had me sold. So I'm really glad that I got it because I have the Ed Brubaker run,
Oh yeah,
and
he's
I have the Catwoman of East End omnibus, which is all 37 issues that Ed Brubaker did, along with a handful that Will Pfeiffer did right after the Jim Ballant left, and they started that third run. So this is going to be nice on the shelf next to it. And Gary's really taught me the appreciation of having these collections, because they always seem to add something into these big omnibuses that you wouldn't necessarily have gotten in the single issue.
Right.
Or, you'll see a cover that you might not have seen before because it was a store exclusive,
Right.
Speaking of stores, so that's my big stack this week. And before we move on to Krista's, that's so Catwoman 84 came out last week. No, not last week. Last month.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting for my Virgin and regular Carla Cohen copies. I just got confirmation a couple of days ago that it shipped. But I was like, it's been out for a while, know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to get them, but I was kind of like, Oh, hold on just a second. My dog moved his
dog break.
Put on the couch.
Hey, Liz,
sleeping here on the pillow. But,
yeah. Do me one favor,
all
Liz.
Right, Krista.
Hold on, Liz.
Hold on.
Liz, hold on, Liz. Do me one favor. Click Richard's comment so it goes off.
Yeah.
And we can get back our titles.
Yes. There we go. He is one of the best.
One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Now we have our title. When a comment comes up, our titles go away.
Oh.
Okay. And I was going to suggest a different theme for those because those
so
kind of blend in.
That's why it says show and then you hide. You show and then hide, right?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
I'll show you a trick about the theme, which kind of format's a little different.
Everybody out in internet land tolerating us as learning as we go. We're only not even 2 months old.
Yeah.
We're like, you started joining me, I think, the last week in January. So we're just barely at 2 months old. So, yeah.
All right.
Loving every minute, though. All right.
Yep.
Krista,
get Krista up
and
here.
now I drag her to the big one, right?
Yes. Or you over top of her. That's how I do it.
Yes. There we go.
There we go.
There she is.
All right. Jump scare. Alrighty. So let's go through my pile. Nothing you guys haven't already said. You guys have already said all the same ones. But I will say I also got Absolute Batman 18, but I got this cover.
I didn't even see that. Oh, I love that cover. See, that's nice.
I was obsessed with I pre-ordered this one. I was so obsessed when I saw it in the order list.
Yeah. Ooh,
it's so good.
Do that tonight. Tomorrow's the cutoff for my orders.
Like so zen, Liz.
I know. I have to do that. My catalogs are sitting right over here.
All right. I also, of course, did Black Cat.
Yeah.
I love that it says hot.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's supposed to. Yes.
I also love the fact we were talking in the store the other day. I love so much that just in case you weren't aware who that is,
we've got the Spider-Man shirt on.
Yes. They got the shirt on. Like they're like, just in case you weren't aware, we're gonna let you know who was there.
Yes.
Like, they knew their audience, and we appreciate them.
And we do. We totally do. And Adam,
I'm not complaining.
Knocking those covers out of the park.
Yes.
Out of the park.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it took me a minute to figure out exactly which cover I want, but I'm like, nah, I gotta do that one.
Yeah.
I also got Dork. I am so obsessed with Dork. It actually lives up to the hype. There's so much hype about it online, but it genuinely lives up to it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Work.
Also, this little chicken dude is my favorite.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I
Who
want.
is that from? Who?
He's from Dork.
Yeah.
He's a
No, he
He's a
reminds me
character.
of the chicken from Manoa.
Oh, you're thinking Hey Hey
Moana.
from
Moana.
Moana?
Moana. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Yes. That's who he reminds me of. Okay.
Yeah, if the series
much
ends
warrior.
well, if this series ends well, I'm gonna say it on the podcast. If the series ends really well, I'm gonna get this as a tattoo
Oh,
because I love that chicken dude.
Is that ongoing or is that going to be a limited series?
I think it's ongoing.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. It's hard to tell these days because they just keep changing.
That's so
information.
true. That is so true.
Yeah.
I also did Harley and Ivy Life of Crimes, but I got this cover.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's
Is that
pretty.
Peach?
Who did that one?
Is that Peach?
No, it's not Peach. It's Henderson. Is it Henderson?
Oh,
No, it's yeah.
okay.
But so pretty.
It's very pretty.
I just love them so much.
Apropos to the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, because I had to,
Yep.
I got one.
Uh-oh.
I got two.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
you got all three.
I got all of them.
Yeah, same. I was disappointed that there weren't like that. What is it? Mari? Sozomaika is the name of the artist. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Did the third cover of of number one.
Yeah.
And then of course the Babs was doing the 125s.
Yeah.
And I'm bummed that we didn't get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go look for it so that I have to.
We're giving you a mission, Liz.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Homework.
We just gave it to you automatically. It wouldn't be as fun. You gotta dig.
I wouldn't be able to go troll the auctions and look at the mock the cons and yeah. Okay, so what else do you got?
Then I also got Storm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping up with this. I love Storm. She's my favorite character almost of all time. I love her so much. And this series has been so good. And
I don't really understand what's going on with that. So I'm looking forward to reading the Age of Revelations and knowing what happened at the end of her series.
Mm-hmm.
And then going into Age of Revelations and then this Earth's Mightiest. But the whole concept that of what's going on in the new run is pretty interesting for her, I think.
It's so good. It does also tie in with Sorcerer Supreme with the new Wanda series.
I saw that.
There is a crossover moment.
So I'm assuming there'll probably be a little bit of a mention of Storm in Sorcerer Supreme next week. Yeah.
Most likely.
Okay.
But since I like Storm, keeping up with the theme, I also got this cover.
That's a beautiful cover.
It was so
That's
I'm
nice.
a child of the 90s, and this was giving Sailor Moon vibes to me.
Mm-hmm. I could totally.
I had to
see
do
that.
it.
Yep. Totally.
So pretty.
Totally see the Sailor Moon.
And then everyone in shouting distance, I always say this, everyone in shouting distance knows how much I love Dr. Doom.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get this cover.
I
love the power dynamic of her just holding his chin, just being like, yep,
Yes.
I'm queen.
Yeah,
It's also an homage to this cover.
I love that cover too.
Ooh.
Me too.
I have
Yeah,
that
this is-
slabbed. I have that
Do you?
slabbed. Yes, I
Oh.
do.
It's
That-
so good.
Yeah, it's like an homage, but
It is. It's supposed to be like an homage, but kind of like a
Reverse.
twist, kind of like
mm-hmm.
it's Women's History Month. She's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she deserves it. She's a strong character anyhow,
Yeah.
She's literally queen of everything. I love her so much.
Yeah.
I love her.
She is like the most regal character I've ever
She
seen. Like
really
she,
is.
she has that royal presence wherever she
Yes.
goes, and that's what I love about her.
100%. And she was
Yeah.
Queen of Wakanda for a while, you know.
Yeah. She's an
So
Avenger. She's been an X-Men. She's just
and
amazing.
her mutant power. I mean, is she a level 5 or is she a level 4?
She's an Omega mutant. She's Omega level.
She is an Omega mutant. That's what I thought.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, she's right up there with Jean Grey and Xavier and
Yes.
Rogue is in
And also Iceman
super
too.
badass.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah. No, she's elite. I love her so much.
Yes.
And then I did read the other half, but I got this cover.
Okay.
Ooh, nice
Very cool.
cover.
I thought it was really pretty. They're also a married couple in the story. That's the whole thing, is they're a married couple, and it was written so well. They didn't feel like caricatures. It wasn't just like super cutesy or anything. Like, they felt very real. They both had strong personalities, and I thought that it was very well written. Also, there's a fun mystery going on, which I also really like.
Okay.
So this was a really fun story. So I'm really digging that one from Ignition Press. All of their stuff has just been so good.
Okay.
So
I agree. I'm reading Divulge, Ripcord, and Voyeur.
Voyeur's good. That's a good spicy one. I like that one.
Yeah, Voyeur's been really, really good.
And Deluge is like a horror one, which I also really like, because that's the one with like, the sea monsters.
I'm looking forward to reading 5 after what happened in 4. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Yeah.
Are you reading any, Sal? That's all for me.
All right.
That's all for me.
Go back to.
I was asking Sal if he read any Ignition.
No, that's the first Ignition book I've actually picked up.
Oh wow! Okay, cool.
You have to tell us what you think.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
After you read it.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
All right. So, shall we move into? Let's see. Do you want to talk about Sirens first, or should we let our guest talk about MJ getting a symbiote first? What do you think?
It's your call.
Yeah, no, I'm talking to Krista because she's my co-host.
I think since he's the guest, I think we should talk. I think I really want to hear what he's got to say.
Me too. So tell us, how did MJ get the symbiote? And what do you think of her wearing a Venom suit? And how is it impacting the land of Spider-Man and Venom?
All right, hold on. Let me get the appropriate tinfoil hat out. So okay, let me start from the beginning on this one. She got the symbiote because of her the jackpot power set that she had. There was a situation that happened that forced them to bond or merge, and okay. First off, I'm going to say this because you can hate me if you want. I didn't like her as Jackpot. I thought that was complete. I
really didn't like her as Jackpot either. So you're good.
But to back that up even further, I hate the fact that they split up Peter and Mary Jane with that brand new One More Day series. You know, that whole thing. That painted me for all the way down the road. But anyhow, that's all in the past now. But let's just go on. Yeah, so I like her as Peter's better half, you know, and you know she was his like grounding sense of reality. You know, it was her rock to him. You know, the stable base reality. You know, when he was out there, she was able to pull him back. You know, and bring him back to reset. To default reset. You know, bring him back to reality type situation. You know, that's what I liked about her. She was excellent at that, and it was just. Yeah. She was, he was better Spider-Man when she was with him than he is on his own. Okay, that's just how I feel. So because of the jackpot system, it was like a system malfunction type situation where they had the bond, and the bond is like a permanent bond almost. Yeah, and they're trying to see if they could split because anything. I didn't like it at first, okay, because way back in Spider-Man, I want to say. Was it 300 or was it like 301 or 298, somewhere around there? When Eddie Brock did show up at their house in the symbiote, like really scared the crap out of her, like PTSD type of scaring her. Okay, because later on in the several years down the road where Spider-Man got his own series titled Spider-Man, and it had McFarlane doing the artwork for that.
Hmm.
There was a story where he had to go into the sewers, and she's like, I'm now going to hate this, but here, and she made them or helped him make the black costume so that he could blend into the shadows better for that particular mission. And she's like, I hate this costume. You have to destroy this thing after this mission is done because I cannot take this. So she was really messed up by this symbiote, with PTSD. So now we've merged. Now later down the road, we've merged now, and she's bonded to this thing, and I'm like, oh my god, what the heck is going on with this? And at first it was like I didn't know how to take the banter, because the Venom symbiote was talking to her and trying to do things, and she was like saying, no, you got to do it this way. And it didn't feel like she was being forceful enough to the symbiote. Maybe that's grown a little bit, because now she's gotten a little bit better in controlling it and telling it, okay, you got to do it this way.
Hmm.
We're not just gonna randomly kill people. We're gonna take people down the correct way, Spider-Man's way, type of thing. And it's agreeing with her. It wants to do this, but they had a whole conversation in the head, just like Black Widow had with her symbiote at the time. They had this whole thing back and forth about how things are going to go down, and she kind of laid the law of how are things going to go and how they're going to do this. If we're going to do this, this is the way we're doing it. So right after that conversation, then I started to really appreciate it a little bit better and started liking it a little bit better. Now, fast forward to now, she's in the symbiote. Peter Parker knows she's in the symbiote, and he doesn't like that whatsoever. And they were going to try to figure out a way around that, but then this Death Spiral series has now kicked up, and what that involves is Eddie Brock is now controlling Carnage. Okay,
Okay.
and good that's an interesting story on its own, because Carnage is like trying to do his own thing, and Brock is like saying, nope, no, we're doing it this way. We're only going to kill like serial killers and rapists and stuff like that. And and he's
Bad
like,
guys.
oh yeah, bad guys. And he's like, the symbiote's like, oh, no fun, blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, shut up. So we're just finding now, we're at the story point we're at, we're just finding the bad guy itself. We don't know who this bad guy is. We know that he's killed the Shocker, and that we know he's taken his gauntlets. Okay, because they know that all the symbionts are affected by sound, and so so we're at that point in the storyline. To back this up a little bit, or kind of change the storyline a little bit, um, Flash Thompson is the anti-venom, and all right, and there was a government facility out hunting and capturing symbiotes because they didn't want them around, so they were capturing them, placing them in this detention cell permanently. So I believe Sleeper was in there. I believe another couple of symbiotes were also in there, and Flash was kind of like in charge of them. I'll say in
Mhm.
charge of them, because the government's the government and they want to do their own thing,
Right.
and he was making sure they're not being treated poorly. He's not, like, or tortured or something like that, or being used as weapons type situation.
Right.
So there was that delicate balance there, which I kind of like that side plot storyline there with that. And going forward, when he finds out that Mary Jane's in there, he's like, okay, he had a talk with her about it, and I think that's about when she laid down the law for the symbiote. Like she kind of laid the ropes out for her to say, this is what you got to do. You got to
Yeah.
really, you have to control the symbiote, because if you don't, the symbiote's going to go out of control, type
Right.
situation.
Right.
So, and that was pretty cool. And the as far as the series was going with that, the government was finding any unauthorized symbiotes out in the wild and capturing them, right, or killing them, whatever maybe the case may be. So, of course, Venom, being Venom, he's being hunted. If he's out there in full Venom costume, he's going to be hunted. So that's why he convinced them to change his appearance to look like Spider-Man. Okay, so if you saw this couple of issues
Oh,
where
okay.
she kind of looked like Spider-Man, but it had Spider-Man with the Venom mouth and the tongue and everything, and a few points in there. That's that particular line. She's like, no teeth, less tongue, that type of thing. He went, oh, sorry, and he pulls it all back, that type of thing, So it's just, shows the regular face, but he's got the pattern of Spider-Man. But now in this Death Spiral story, she is back to, showing the Venom symbiote right now. So that's, been fine. She also has the ability to channel anti-venom particles. Okay, so when they in this latest story when they started attacking, I didn't realize that either, and that's probably because of the Flash, teaching that he was giving her. She like pulled up the gauntlets that were like had anti-venom inside of them, and she was just wailing on the bad guy there, which was actually hurting him as well. And also, actually, it was I'm sorry, it was Carnage, because they caught Carnage out in the open, and they're like, "Oh, it's Carnage, we gotta take care of this situation right now because it's Carnage," and didn't realize that Eddie Brock was actually inside it until they like almost knocked Carnage off of him, and they're like, "Oh, it's Eddie Brock," and then they kind of huddled together and said, "Okay, what's going on? What's this?" And backfiller story, catch up type situation. So that's where we are right now. Do I like it? Yes, I like it better now because I feel like she is more in control of the situation. I didn't like her as just like along for the ride type situation. That doesn't suit me because Mary Jane is a very strong character in herself. So if she isn't a symbiote, I'll accept that because I love Venom. She's got to exert that confidence or that level of command over the symbiote. 100%. She's got to do that. So because that's in my mind Mary Jane. She is that type of character, and that's why I felt like she paired so well with Peter, because I think she balanced him off very well, and she didn't need to be a superhero. She didn't need to be a sidekick. She didn't need to be doing anything else. She was, his base or his rock, his stability, that type of situation. And that's where I always liked her being at. So yes, so to sum this up, yes, I like it now better because I feel like she's in control. I didn't like it in the beginning, and when I read the previews of this, I was just like, oh God, what are they doing to me? Why are they doing this type of thing? and but yep, I had to read it, and I got, as you can see up on my wall, I got Venom one right there, the gold cover slab. So because it's a wicked cover, and and the first like 5 issues of that where you didn't know who was actually behind the suit, I actually didn't know until I saw a preview of it at like issue number 3 where it was her. And that's when I was like, oh my God. But the first like 4 issues before they actually revealed it was her were not bad. It was trying to figure out who was who, and I think it was Rick Jones trying to hunt down to see who the actual real Venom, the person was that was running Venom at the time. So it was interesting, but it's much better now.
I've enjoyed the banter between the symbiote and Felicia.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought that's just been hilarious.
Now
because there's a little bit of Mary Jane, right? But there's also more of the symbiote, so you get that wisecracking kind of flirtatious.
Right. So you kind of remember now the suit was bonded to Peter Parker, so Peter Parker has all that. Those love line wits, like I have in my tagline here, as you can see, the nice gliders that come with a warranty when you crash it, So because I always love Spider-Man's one-liners to any bad guy that he's always saying. So the symbiotes picked up on that, and after he bonded to Peter Parker, it picked up and became more Spider-like, or Spider-Man-like traits. So all that banter that he's doing with Felicia is probably based off of that, playing into that. Now, do you see the Venom text, and did you see Mary Jane text? Do you see that? Do you see the difference between? Okay, because they're doing that too in the series, which is very good.
And I do think it's funny, Mary Jane, for all she's always been this like rock, upstanding in the Black Cat series. The reason that Felicia needs this symbiote is because, or the reason that they're together is because they're going to this nowhere plane to break into this vault to get a tape of MJ doing something that she shouldn't have been doing when she was young.
Oh gosh.
That she doesn't want any to get out, and it's in this safe, and the only person who could possibly get it out is the best thief in the world, Black Cat. And but in order to get there, they need the symbiote's help. but it's been so it's been like this banter between three people
Right.
throughout each panel.
Right.
You
The
know, which
symbiote's
has
really
been
evolved
kind
to
of
become
which
its
has
own
been kind of
personality.
interesting.
Yeah.
So
Right. The
yeah.
symbiote's really evolved to become its own personality now.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Well, that's pretty cool. I hope that kind of catches you
Well,
up with
and
that.
I learned a lot
It
through
does.
that because I really had no idea how she became Venom. So
Yeah.
I just, saw the last month's cover and was like, oh, MJ, what happened to being Jackpot?
Yeah.
Is he Venom now?
Yep. Yep.
It upsets so many people. I
The Jack-
love hearing people's opinions on it.
Well, and
Yeah.
then the cover itself caused so much controversy because of the tongue.
Yep.
You've seen the cover, right, Sal?
Yeah. Yeah. But what
And
you had.
so and that
Missed
caused
that, but yeah.
controversy because it was too sexual, and which I really didn't get that at all.
I didn't get that at all, but
I didn't get that at all. I was just like, gee, if I had a tongue like that, I would not want somebody even grabbing it and holding it.
hold on to it.
It would not be comfortable.
No, would not be.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So, are you reading Sirens? Are you reading any of the DC?
No, I've not. I just saw that one, and I did not. It was not at my shop, so I
Okay.
probably would have picked it up. I was a big Harley fan. I liked Harley and Ivy, but I've gotten kind of burned out on Harley for a little bit, so I took a step back from her for a little bit. But the Sirens book, I think I would actually pick up, but it was not at my shop. So I'll have to go to another shop and see if I can get it.
Oh, good, Sal.
Yes.
And this second issue
Yes.
did not disappoint. Now, I
Okay.
was kind of surprised that they did such a big time jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of so Sal, not to give too many spoilers away.
That's all right. That's
but
all right.
you could read this in any of the catalogs and in the back of the thing. So there's a serial killer going around Gotham, and they're killing women and only women, and they're killing them on their birthdays, and they're killing them per season. Okay, so there was a murder at the beginning of the summer.
Okay.
And now, and that was issue 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Canary and the Gotham City Sirens basically at the same time stumble upon the first dead body.
Right.
And they decide to work together, even though one is a hero, and the Sirens, and this is a point in time, so it's like way back. It's before Dinah married Green Arrow. Ollie.
Okay.
It's before Harley and Ivy are a couple.
Okay.
Harley just broke up with Joker.
Yeah, she's just
fresh
off of the Joker thing.
Okay.
Ivy is still kind of reeling from what Woodrow did to her.
Right.
In college. And Selena is still bouncing between Bruce and Batman without knowing that they're the same person.
Okay. Interesting.
And
it's really funny.
Okay.
And it's been really good because the Sirens are spicy. The Gotham City 3 women are spicy, and they don't trust Dinah. And she didn't because she's a hero, and her mama was a hero.
Yep.
And Dinah doesn't trust them because they're villains. But they are working together, and in this new issue, we got Renee Montoya, which I thought was great.
Good.
We got Renee involved. There's been another murder, and they are putting together that they ruled out Calendar Man. I don't think that's giving too much away. So, because of course
they're starting to rule people out. They're kind of doing a process of elimination.
Yes, this story is supposed to be to have flavors of the Long Halloween.
Oh.
Okay. So only seasonal instead of specific holidays, like the Holiday Killer was.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and they've kind of made the same connections as in Long Halloween. First thing, oh, it's a Holiday Killer. Oh, Calendar Man. So they go after Calendar Man, but he was out of town for one of the murders. So he's like, it couldn't be me. He was like, because he thinks that they're coming after him for something else. And then finally they're like, we know you killed these women. He's like, wait, what? And there's really this fabulous panel. Let me see. Oh my God, of his face where he's just like, wait, what? No. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, he's like, huh?
Huh?
Yeah. He was so genuinely confused by what was happening.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. He
right.
was like, no, I was down in Florida for my birthday.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And so anyway, this issue was Dinah planning more of the wedding, which I
Okay.
thought was great because we got more himbo Ollie.
It's my favorite is how much Ollie wants to help them with the case, and they're just like, this is a girl's thing, and he's kind of like, yeah, there's this is like our thing, like, and he's kind of like, but I can help, like I want to help, and they're just kind of like, how, and he's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's really funny, like he's like, I don't know, but like I can help, like I'm the strong man, and then when they're like, no, he's like, okay, like
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm here too. I support you.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
And there's a whole like 2 pages, like 8 panels
Yeah.
of wedding dress stuff
With
that Sal, you probably could not appreciate. Any woman who is ever considered or had to sit through sittings of prom dresses, wedding dresses, or even bridesmaids dresses can totally relate to these 9 panels.
Okay.
Dude,
And
it literally opens up with
Dick
Dick.
Grayson as her wedding planner.
Oh gosh.
It literally opens up with him like helping styling them, and it's hilarious.
Hilarious. And it's like, oh, and she's like, Dick,
It's like her worst nightmare.
And it cuts herself off, and then Harley spends the whole rest of the issue talking about how women are what dick-centric or something. She
Yeah.
uses this term, and
Yeah,
it's
dick-centric.
hilarious but it's basically women are influenced by the dicks in their lives.
Speaking of your girl, this is the 2nd issue in a row where we catch her and Batman having a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh!
They
Right?
get it on.
I
It's
told
so
you,
smart.
they
2
are
out of 2.
like in that. They are in that like we can't keep our hands off of each other, and it doesn't matter whether we're Bruce and Selena or Batman. But I love how it's like take the mask off. No, we can't take the mask off.
Well, in the first issue, they're just like making out on a rooftop, and then they insinuate that other things are going to happen.
Yeah.
This one, they're full on laying in bed, like post-coital with their masks on and nothing else.
But their costumes are literally below waist.
It's literally like the blanket and then their masks.
And then their
Nice.
masks, which I
Nice.
find
Which
just
is like-
ridiculous and hilarious. You know, in a hilarious way.
I'm like, you know what? There's a kink for that, so that's fine. But it cracks me up.
The whole time Harley is just ragging on both her and Dinah about their men. And then Ivy is in this. I hate men stage. I hate rich men especially.
Yeah.
And the
all
2
these
girls are after
women
very
are
rich
like
men.
men around.
Right. That's great.
Oh, so funny.
I'm gonna check it out. I heard about it, but like I said, I missed it. So I think I'm gonna have to hunt
It
down
is-
that.
It's worth it. It's only going to be 4 issues, so it's just like a cute little mini.
It really is just
Okay.
great. And
The art is so
really
good.
fun, like
Okay.
the art
Like, it's very fun art.
kind of drawing them.
Yeah, I
on a
can see
little
like the
bit of
Ivy
an
looks like the
anime
90s Ivy
feel.
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The movie.
I love
She was
Ivy.
inspired by that.
Yes. I love Ivy's costume.
I love Harley's. I love that Harley's just kind of like a little like sexy punk outfit.
Oh, and she is hot for every female and male that she sees. She's
Why
like,
I love her.
It's
but
just
at
there.
the same time, yeah, it's
She doesn't discriminate. You got 2 legs. She's like,
she's like, yeah,
Got a
if you're
heartbeat?
hot,
I'm in.
she's into it.
same. So I love her.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would give both issue 1 and 2 5 stars. Easy.
All right
They're,
then.
they're definitely in my top comics of them each month that they came out. So I'm
right.
really looking forward to seeing how 3 and 4 wrap this up, because they're starting to slowly starting to figure out the mystery. So
Yeah,
I'm
we're getting
really,
closer.
really, really excited to see where it goes. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
check it out then.
Yeah.
I will definitely check it out.
Yes, please do. Well, so now let's move into our next segment. So we ask every guest that comes
Hmm.
who their favorite female character is, who their favorite female writer is, and who their favorite female artist is.
Artist.
Because we are female centric, as you know, and we're curious, and you can do you just stick with modern. Gary broke it out into 2
Yeah.
because
Shocking no one. Gary had like a list. He had like
the
had like
library is
5 for like each
small,
one.
so
Yeah.
he
Just
Yeah.
fine.
I was
No,
telling
that's
Sal
scary,
in the
though.
pre-show before
Yeah.
we logged in, Krista, that I know most of the artists from the 70s forward. I don't know any. Like, I'm literally, even like for my little database that I keep of my whole comics, I like have to look up some of these, like that Betty and Me. I had to look it up because in some of these older ones, they don't even put them in the comic.
Yeah.
You just get the editor, the name of the artist, and the inker and the writer. In a lot of cases, are not in it. Like, it was not in the Betty and Me anywhere. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it. I had to look it up. And then it was like looking up the original 1965 one, and, told me who it was. Great. But yeah, I was really surprised. I mean, I went through the comic 4 times, every page. I was like, it's not in here.
Yeah.
Giving full credit to everyone involved is still a somewhat modern mentality,
Yeah.
especially like at least in the print. Like they don't. They
Yes. Well, I
way
think
more of
that
a modern thing.
back in the golden age, they didn't credit the writers and inkers at all, and they didn't hardly have any control. They didn't have much of a say. That all changed, I think, in the 50s,
Yeah.
late 40s,
Yeah.
early 50s,
That sounds about right.
and then changed again, I think, even the late 80s, early 90s, as we move into the more modern, what we know as modern era comics. And I know a lot of the writers and artists on their own, that's when they started breaking off and doing their own, like Michael Turner stopped working for the big 2 and went and did his own thing. That's when Image and Top Cow and Wizard all branched off, and all millennial comic companies that aren't even around anymore.
Right.
But they, and they were, but most of all of those were started by writers and artists to be able to control what they, their own product. And that forced the whole industry, I believe, to kind of treat their writers and their artists a little better. So anyway, tell us, lay it on us.
Okay,
I
so
love it when they think too, when they have to sit there and go.
okay, well, because you kind of caught me a surprise on this one, so
Okay.
I'm gonna say, of course, MJ's. I got my favorite spot for MJ. Of course, I have to. Okay.
Yeah.
As far as, let's say, powerful characters. Okay.
Yeah.
Jean Grey as the Phoenix. 100% love that. The whole Dark Phoenix saga.
Oh, so good.
Amazing.
Agreed.
Storm, what I alluded to earlier, she always comes off as regal or royal, and commands that presence. Even after her that X-Men 146, where after Doom had encased her in that I guess that metal encasing that he did, and she was freed from it. Even after that, she still kind of said, okay, we had a fight, but we're not enemies, but we're not friends. Whatever it goes now, whatever happens going forward,
Yeah.
it's all about you. And Doom was like infatuated with her. He was like, I hope to see you again soon. I want to, talk and see more of you, that type of thing. So he was, even into her
Doom
as well.
respects her so much.
Yeah, he does.
Which speaks in volumes. He doesn't respect many
Right.
people. He
Right.
really respects her.
Yes.
Right. And even when she got free from that casing, she was like lit up, mad, and ready to like toast anybody that came near her. It was Colossus that talked her down.
Yeah.
And then once he talked her down, then then she was like, okay, all right, fair enough. We came in, we had a fight, but we're all good now. That type of situation.
Right.
So, I've always liked Storm because she's got that regal, that royal presence, 100%. When Carol Danvers became binary, awesome. I also liked her as Captain Marvel, in that black with the lightning bolt costume with the red sash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just awesome. That was just awesome.
She was looked gorgeous in it too.
Yes.
She did. She's stunning.
Yep.
Yeah.
So another underrated female character that I like is Magic. I think she is amazing. She was ruler of Limbo for a while. So, but now that kind of brings me back around full circle, back to Jean Grey. Her clone, Madeline Pryor, she also now rules Limbo. Goblin Queen. She was that whole Inferno storyline was really good. And now that she's ruling Limbo, I like that. That's pretty cool. I actually have a slab of her, but I rotated my books. She's not up there now. So on the DC side, well, I'll say Cat. Hold on. I'll back up. I'll say Black Cat as well. I did like Black Cat. I did like the banter between Spider-Man and Black Cat. I didn't mind Black Cat so much, but I never really collected too much of her.
I still think Peter belongs with MJ, not Felicia. That's my thing. Like
100% agree with that.
I'm diehard Batman, Bruce, Selina, Batman, Batcat.
Yes.
And I know that part of the reason that they brought in Felicia was to be a anti-hero love interest for Peter, and they since her creation in the 70s they've gone on again and off again, kind of like when he's with Mary Jane he's not with Felicia, and when he's with Felicia he's not with Mary Jane. And I like that Mary Jane and Felicia are friends. I do like that, but he belongs with Mary Jane. There's just something about, in my opinion, and I'm not a huge Spider-Man reader. I loved the comic when I was young. Right. Don't read it now, but I really believe that, like you said, she's his rock.
Yeah.
Right. When he when he doesn't have Aunt May.
Yes.
MJ's there.
Right.
And she kind of is that guiding hand that he needs. That Felicia's like that hot. MJ's the girl you take home and and to meet mom and you marry, and Felicia's the girl that you hang out with at the football game,
at the club at 2 a.m. You know? Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, so that's for me, right?
Yep,
so
I agree.
I think Black Cat's a great character because she's like Marvel's version of Catwoman.
Absolutely, I think she really is.
And she's beautiful and she's fun, and she brings some excitement and some danger into Peter's life, which I guess you could say he needs every once in a while. But really, as a relationship, he's really better off with MJ, in my opinion.
I totally agree. Now, for the DC side, I do like Catwoman, and I like the pairing of Batman and Catwoman. I liked her purple costume from way back in the day. I do like that.
With the dress purple or the Jim Ballant purple?
The Jim Ballant purple.
The Jim Ballant purple.
Yeah. Yep. And you know who I actually got, I guess, reacquainted with, or a little bit more appreciative of, is Zatanna. When we did the comic character of the week for Zatanna.
Yes.
I read a lot of Zatanna, and I was just like, oh my God, she is a very good character. When she's written really well, She's
Mhm.
strong. She's powerful. She's sexy. She's
Yeah.
She
you know,
is.
and
She's pretty
you know,
badass.
Yeah,
and
she's
she's
pretty badass.
badass. She's
And I
total
love her
badass.
when she and John Constantine are working together.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I do like
Yeah.
that pairing.
They
And I
really
do like that
work
pairing.
off each other really well. It doesn't, for me, yeah, it's great when they're together, but even when they're not together, that chemistry is still there and they
Right.
work really well off of each other.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Now I do like
could see that.
I do like Dinah, but I have not read much of her other than what I've seen with Green Arrow, and I do
Okay.
like that pairing as well. So
Mhm.
I'd be interested in reading more of her.
You should read if you haven't read a lot about her, but you also like the Justice Society.
Yeah.
Read the Tom King 6-issue run, Best of the Black Canary, Best of the Best.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a great arc. She's
Mhm.
fighting Lady Shiva for the title of strongest hero, strongest person, best person in the world.
Mhm.
And it's a really loving tribute to her mother, who
Okay.
was Black Canary before her.
Okay.
And there's some playback in it, flashbacks to her mom on the Justice Society. And it's a beautiful, beautiful story.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. And
Okay.
one of my favorite quotes, I'm gonna see if I can look that up. All time came out of that comic, a quote about human nature.
Okay.
And I'm pulling up my quote document here. It's not, well, I say it's long, it's not like a one sentence, so I gotta look it up to
I have one of those quote document ones too.
and here it goes. So this is the quote, and this is Tom King, and this was
Mhm.
in issue number 5.
Okay.
This is about the limits of what a person can possibly endure, the edges of any man or any woman. And to me, that's where you find the transcendent divine. Because what is God if not the space between where we think we end and where we actually do end?
Mm.
The far blue sky we assume we can never reach, that we find ourselves sublimely soaring through. There, beyond the woeful walls that dare define us, there is our Creator. There is our creation. There, my good and beloved friend, is our salvation.
Mm.
Wow, that's powerful.
Isn't that
Really
powerful?
is.
That is.
It is a powerful paragraph right there.
It
And
is.
that's one of the ringleaders talking to the other ringleader about this fight between Black Canary and Lady Shiva, and they beat the shit out of each other.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
It's a really, I like Tom King's writing, but 6 issues. It came out in late 2024 and then early 2025, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Really good 6-issue, and really, really, really excellent. You get some history with her and Ollie. You get some history with her and her mom, with her and Ted Grant.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's yeah, if you're a
Little
Justice
Wildcat.
Society fan, it's a good read. If you're a Black Canary fan, if you're and even a Lady Shiva fan. So
Okay.
I would
All right.
highly recommend it.
Very cool.
Okay, so you told us DC, you told us Marvel.
Yes.
We got your characters,
Yes.
female writers.
I'm gonna say Gail Simone
Yes.
and
Yes.
Louise Simonson.
Ooh,
Very
yes.
good choices. I could not argue with either one of those choices.
I've met Louise Simonson several times at some cons, and she is just an absolute
Gary said
wonderful,
the same thing.
wonderful
That she was
person.
a wonderful person.
Yep. So I got my I have a Superman Man of Steel number 22. It's a variant cover. It has Steel and Superman on it. I got signed by John Bogdanove and Louise Simonson. And so we were here's the whole scene. I'm standing in line for Chris Claremont. Okay. Dan sees that John Bogdanove is line is short. He goes, you want me to take your Superman over there and get it signed? I'm like, yeah, go for it. So he goes over to that line. I get through Chris's line, get to Dan. He's like second or third from getting to him. And the thing about John Bogdanove was, if you requested a sketch right there, he did it for you right there. So if it took 30 minutes, it took 30 minutes. It took 45 minutes, it took 45 minutes, you know? And he was like, I'm not sure how long this is going to be. Hi, Luna. You going to join me for the show? Okay. And so I'm like, oh, okay. And then he goes, you know, Louise Simonson's right around the corner. And I look over, she's got no one at her table. And I'm like, give me the book. And I run over there. By the time I get over to her table, 2 people got in front of me. Not a problem. She gets to me, and I'm like, yeah. We talk a little bit. I'm like, I love the story, blah blah blah. I love Steel, blah blah blah. And she goes, you know, John's right around the corner. I said, yeah. I said, I got my buddy standing in line right now, and he's probably next in line. He's like, take the book, get over there right now. So I'm like, okay. So I ran back over there in time to get both of them to sign it. John Bogdanove gave me a little Steel head sketch on the book as well.
Nice.
So it was pretty cool. And then I went back to her and I thanked her. I went back to her and I thanked her for, like, you know, because I apologized for rushing through it. I didn't want to rush through her, you know, because I wanted to talk to her, and she talked to me for another 15 minutes or so. But absolute wonderful person. If you ever get the chance to meet her or talk to her, do it. It's 100% worth it. You know.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm going to go with those 2 because you know. Louise Simonson, she did a lot of X-Men, you know. Gail Simone did
so much.
She did Batgirl as well, which was really good.
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. Yep.
Excellent Birds of Prey series.
Yep, indeed.
She's written some Catwoman.
Yeah, she has.
Which was also very good. Yeah, she's great. She's right up there for me as well.
Right.
All right, so that just leaves female artists.
All right, this is a little tougher, and I think I'm going to go with Amanda Connor because she did a lot of the Harlequin runs.
She had.
I kind of love that he and Gary have the same picks.
Oh,
I noticed that too. I thought that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not copying Gary. Trust me.
Amanda Connor, and he had.
Don't surprise me. Let me tell you my pick first.
I say let's hear him first. Let's hear him first.
I can't remember who the other woman was now either. Anyway,
okay, but Amanda Connor did Power Girl and Wonder Woman as well, and she does some good artwork.
Just great.
Jen Bartel worked on Black Widow, Captain Marvel. Did a lot of variant covers, I believe.
That was not what Gary picked.
Okay, all right. So good stuff there. I remember what else she did. I want to say Blackbird, but I don't 100% know off the top of my head.
Blackbird.
But I know Black Widow and I know Captain Marvel, that she did a lot of variant covers for them, and they were excellent. I'm going to give a honorary mention to Peach Momoko. Okay,
absolutely.
And she, I swear to God, she is either 100% hit or 100% miss with me. I've seen some of her stuff and be like, that's amazing, good stuff. And then I look at the next cover comes down the line, I'm like, oh my God, this is garbage. What is she doing? Was she drinking when she did this one? I don't know.
But that very
100%
anime style, and in some instances, it's perfect for what he's doing.
Right.
And in others, it for those of us who like more realism, for lack of a better term, in our art.
She did a lot of
that's where for me she'll occasionally fall flat. But then she'll blow me away because that Spider Witch cover.
Bug Wars.
She did the variant of the issue 1, and I ended up getting that because this is the only one they had was the special variant.
That's what we have left.
I was stunned at how gorgeous that artwork was. It was even better than the cover that they did. It was on the special for the Spider Witch.
Right. Right.
So I think that, to me, maybe that's why for a lot of people she's either hit or because Scotty Young is like that for me.
I'm not a Scotty
His
Young fan.
art
I'm just not.
is either hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
Like I can look at it and it'll be like, oh my god, I love that. Like I loved all of the Marvel characters that he
Right.
did, where it was just them on the white
Yeah, backgrounds.
background.
Right.
I love those. But
Yeah.
then I can't stand his I Hate Fairyland covers. I
Yeah.
just don't like them at all, you know?
Well,
Right.
the thing is, the artist has to match the character, so it doesn't always work. So Scotty can do like individual characters if you really like. I think he does a decent job of Spider-Man, but that's also. But I also don't go out of my way for Scotty like a lot of people do.
Right.
That anime, very very pale watercolor style of Peach Momoka does not work for a lot of characters.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's why that's such
Right.
a hit or a miss, like you're saying, Sal,
Yeah.
because that style can look stunning for like Ultimate X-Men, like that kind of works, but for other things that just doesn't work.
Right. Right.
She did a lot of variant covers for that Demon Days
Yeah.
storyline.
Yeah, she
And
did
they
Demon
were-
Days.
They were amazing.
They
You
were
know?
amazing.
But
Yeah.
then she did the
But it kind of matched.
then
It
she did
worked.
the- right.
Mhm.
Then she did the Ultimate Universe X-Men.
Yeah.
And I hated every one of them. I couldn't
Yeah,
find one that I liked.
I didn't like those as much either.
Yeah.
So
But the
It's not
watercolor
my
aspect.
thing.
Yeah, the watercolor aspect I do like. You know, that's a
you
very
like
interesting
the
take on that.
softer colors of a
do.
watercolor or a pastel?
Yeah, I do.
I'm such a bright, bold color person, unfortunately for
I do
me.
too.
So I respect her art style, and I think it's gorgeous. It's just not something I go out of my way for.
Right.
So like
That's fair.
Tula Lote does that kind of watercoloring, but it's very like vivid. So I think that's why I like that, because I like bright, vivid colors.
Right.
Same.
The
same.
Peach does gorgeous stuff. It's just not my style personally.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fair.
Yeah, and you know, there's nothing. She's a beautiful artist. Yeah, I just like you said. I think that there's certain things that it really works for, and certain things that it doesn't.
Yeah.
I've actually been watching videos and stuff, learning blending for inking.
Oh.
Because
Ooh.
Dan Kelly gave me 5 more
Oh, yeah.
covers that he wants me to ink, and I'm really like, I've gone and gotten better quality inks too,
Okay.
because I found that just using, you know, the Crayola markers or even the Pentel markers, you're not able to get those long strokes. You're not able to do the blending.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
think that going back to our original conversation, I think that the difference in the mediums, the pastels and watercolors versus like if you look at our background here behind our pictures, which you can actually see Jamal Campbell and a
Mhm.
Derek Chew, right? And those
Yeah.
colors are very bright and vivid, and you can tell that this is either acrylic or might even have been generated with oil paint. You know, it might be this big, huge oil painting. And I think that you get a completely different aesthetic vibe when you have those types of realistic images versus the softer pastels and watercolors and the softer pencil
Right.
Yeah.
lines, you know.
So I drew a cover. Liz, would you ink it for me?
Absolutely. I'd be happy to ink that for you.
No, that's the extent of my drawing skills. I cannot draw. I wish I could.
I cannot
wish
make
I could.
people look like stick people. So
Oh.
I have lots of creative and artistic abilities, but drawing is not one of them. But I can color inside the lines, and I learned more with pencils. So I'm having to learn with ink.
Right.
With pencil blending is really easy.
Mm.
Inking blending is still a process, right? Because
Right.
my partner John, he's an artist. He got an AA or a bachelor's in fine art from one of the art schools in Maryland, and has been working as an artist for 40, 50 years. and he stopped doing art and now is only doing motorcycle mechanics, because that's the other thing he did, to support the art. He was a mechanic, and then he was finally able to own his shop, and he's painted like thousands of motorcycles and created logos and all that kind of thing. And so I go to him for, he doesn't paint anymore, but I'll go, okay, so how do you do this? And so he was explaining to me that you start with your lightest colors on your white background. You start with your lightest colors, and then you layer the darker colors on top.
Right.
And then I'm watching this video, and they're doing it the exact opposite.
Oh.
They're doing the dark colors first, and layering the lighter colors on top. And so we were at lunch this weekend, and he was explaining to me, well, his mom did that, because he was like, so if mom had to do a picture where half of the picture was a blue sky, she'd just do it on blue paper. And then she just put whatever she needed in the sky that the paper was. And I'm thinking, okay, so you look at something like this, right? And this is a black background, right?
Yes.
You can see, and then they added everything on top of it. So when you're doing it with a dark color as the underneath background, that's when you have to do the darker colors of the ink.
Because it makes it pop.
Yes, moving towards the light colors. But whereas if you're going to do, on a white background, then you start with the light. So it's all depending. He was like, it all depends. And then he gave me this other clue. He's like, and you know how you get the white to stay white? He was like, you get a tiny little bit of rubber cement and you dot it wherever you don't want your ink to run. Because the rubber cement will just rub right off.
Yeah.
And then you're all around it, but then you have your pristine white of your cardstock under. And I was do they even make rubber cement anymore? It took us forever to find the rubber cement in the art supply. Like, they've got this whole, Walmart has an entire row and a half designated to glue. And there's no rubber cement there. You go all the way to where the beading stuff is.
Yeah.
And that's where the tiny little, just like we had in the 70s in grade school, that, you were told, don't sniff that.
Don't sniff that. Yep. I remember. I sniffed it.
I don't know a kid that didn't at least once.
Yeah.
Because
you told not to, and you're going to.
Not to do something, you immediately went and did it.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did.
But yes, I am looking forward to it. I've already done my research. When he gives me stuff, so I have this process. So I could go and I look up all the characters, and then I find the image that has the closest to whatever his pose is.
Right.
So I can get the shading and all that. Silk is going to be interesting because I didn't even know who Silk was. So finding and seeing what she looked like, it's going to be fun. So and the Cammy, the Street Fighter girl, I didn't know who that. And so I'm looking up all these characters I didn't know, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so fun. I have a Satana too.
Very cool.
So you gave me let's see, so Silk and Spider Gwen.
Yep.
And then Street Fighter, Supergirl, Vampirella, and Zatanna. I'm not going to show them because I'm going to do it like I did last time, and I'm going to show the before and then the after I send it to him, because Dan has to see it first.
Okay. All right. Very good. Check out that comment.
Yeah, I am. I'm putting it up now. Oh, John, that's hilarious.
Does not surprise me.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me at all.
Yep.
At all. And interesting that John went to Catholic school. I would never have guessed that. Ever, John. Never would have guessed that.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
I am looking forward to doing some more coloring. And I registered with CGC as an artist, so that when he sends in the Wonder Man to get slabbed, I should get my name on it as an inker.
Nice.
So
very awesome.
I'm excited about that.
Very
so
cool.
It was funny because it was like, have you ever been published? And I was like, well, no. And then, have you ever done anything? And I was like, well, no, but I have colored a whole bunch of covers for artist Dan Kelly, and he's trying to sell them. I don't know if any have sold yet, but they are for sale.
Yep. He does a good job. I think he sells a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, I don't think it's a constant flow, but he gets a lot of sales, I think.
Yeah. So buy Dan Kelly art. If you're listening
Kelly
and
on
watching,
Instagram.
buy Dan Kelly art.
Check him out.
Yeah.
Good Christian Trophy
Good
Award.
Christian Trophy Award. Wow. Okay.
Is that like a Buddy Christ
Isn't that a
statue?
merit badge? Isn't
Is
that
that a merit badge?
Isn't that a merit badge? I think that you can get that as a merit badge as both a Boy Scout and a Girl Scout.
Maybe so.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness gracious. Well, I think we're just about done for our show tonight. Sal, loved having you. We need to have you on again.
Absolutely. We didn't even get to the slabs.
Everybody who's listening. Oh no, slabs. Yes, we gotta talk about your slabs.
We can do it next time.
Oh no,
we can do it next
I
time.
mean, unless you have to go, I'm fine to keep going. Are you okay?
I probably should go.
Okay.
We'll
just
save
have to
stuff for
have
next
you
time.
on again just to show us the slabs.
Yes.
Absolutely, because it is 9:15.
Yes.
But we do have some announcements. So we are going to be moving off of my personal page. So go to YouTube and go to Facebook and look up Loco, Loco Sirens.
I'm gonna
and
do
give
that
us
right
a
now.
like and a follow, and check us out every Sunday at 7:30, where Krista and I talk about all things comics and pop culture, and everything's kind of female centric, although we kind of go off. Okay, John, it's a merit badge. He doesn't think there is a Ooh,
oh my goodness.
I did not know this.
We're getting a lot of John lore in this episode.
Oh, wow. So interesting. My son made it almost to Eagle, but because he is not a Christian, we're a pagan household. And this is the troop here in this area was extremely Christian focused. So that kind of kept him from completing his Eagle. But yeah, I'm a big scout. My daughter went all the way through juniors, so I'm a big fan of scouting. Nice. That's pretty cool. I had no idea that there was a chaplain leadership role in the troops. That's pretty amazing to me. But yes, please come check us out. Give us a follow. Give us a like.
What was that handle again?
It is Loco Sirens. So LOCO Sirens. SIRENS. All one word.
Is it all one word? Okay.
All one word.
Well, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. And yeah, so we're gonna slowly, as we have to go for a certain amount of time before Restream will allow us to stream there. So we'll be slowly over the rest of this month making our shift over to that page and that YouTube channel and away from my personal stuff, so I can go back to having all my super secure privacy settings.
There you go.
But we love having you. We love having everybody out there in internet land joining us.
Yes.
Sal, do you have any closing remarks for us?
That's got all I got is I hope you guys have a 9.8 day. That's my
Aw.
tagline right there. That's my tagline.
Good.
But thank you for having me on. I really enjoyed this. I would be happy to come back and we could just do a show just slabs.
Just
We could
slabs.
do
That
that.
sounds so
Slabs.
fun.
We could just do a slab episode.
Yep.
Absolutely. I
Yep,
would love
yeah.
to do that because I have some I could show off. Do you have
Yeah.
any? You
Yeah.
do? Yeah, we could do a
All
whole
right.
slab-centric. Let's set that for next month. Let's do it. Let's just,
Yes.
we'll
I love it.
coordinate and do our dates and all that. All right, Krista, before we say goodbye to everybody, do you have any final remarks for everybody out there? Besides,
No,
to
just
come see
Stay
her,
tuned for more.
Comic Logic.
Come see me at Comic Logic. Wednesday's New Comic Book Day. We're open at 11. Come and see us.
Yes.
Get all
yes,
those fun covers.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you in the funny paper.